What's going on, everybody? It's Truth Will Rise. Back with a real quick video. If you saw in my last video, I kind of gave some of my issues about the Trayvon Martin case, media manipulation, and all of those various media distraction, and all of those things. And now that the verdict has come out, which George Zimmerman was found not guilty, and there's a lot of us in our community, we are all up in arms, and my take on that is simple. Well, it's a couple things. Well, one, why are you surprised? When this is when the system is invariably, it's corrupt, it has been for a very long time, particularly to those outside of the dominant culture, be it us, be it the Native Americans, be it the Japanese Americans during World War II, women in some sense. So to expect fairness from a corrupt system is irrational, first of all. So, you kind of got a glimpse on the justice system of the 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s. We've all known that black life is not valued, not only inside of our community, but outside of our community. Which leads me into my next point. So many of us are outraged over this. And my question is this. Well, a question and then I have a statement. Were you this outraged when India Pendleton got shot, or Oscar Grant, or James Byrd, or any number of people who have been killed either by the police or whoever, or even when brothers and sisters are killed by those of our own community? We need to be just as outraged when that happens, which leads me into my next point. Don't use all this energy that you've got, that you're so riled up about. Don't let it dissipate. Don't, in a week or so, your primary concern is basketball wives and whatever. The NFL preseason or whatnot. Use this energy as fuel to make real changes. If there ever, and I've been saying it for a while, if there ever was a time to come together and realize that if we need to have our own, you need to have an economic base that you could translate into a political base. We need to have, excuse me, we need to preach entrepreneurship and business and all of these things so that we can become producers and not just consumers. And we're the richest group of black people in the history of the planet, and yet we're broke. It's things like this that needs to change our thinking, so things like this don't continue to happen. So that's my take on the situation. That's how I see it. That the verdict, it didn't shock me to a large extent, because think about it. When has somebody done something and it took them 45 days to arrest them, and that was only after people rallied and protested and pitched a hissy fit? They didn't want to arrest them then, and they didn't want to prosecute them now. You have to think about these things. So I think that this should be, it's sad that we need all of these, but another wake-up call for us as a community to get our individual and collective acts together. Because as it has been seen, no one, as I've said it, no one's going to do it for you. No politician's going to do it for you. Your president's not going to, as you like to call him, your president, he's not going to do it for you. You've got to do it. We've got to do it. And until that gets through our collective thick skulls, then not only will things like this continue to happen, but things will continue to deteriorate further. This is the Truth Will Rise. Wishing everyone peace, power, and positivity.